Dear audience friends, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Narrative Relationship. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like these. Now, let's dive into today's story video about cheating and betrayal. Hello, Holgar. When will you be coming home from school next? Hello, Grace. Honestly, I'm not sure right now. I did make plans later this month to visit my cousins Emma and Micah, but I wasn't sure of the exact days yet. Well, it's just that since your father passed away, I've been rather lonely, and it would be wonderful to have a visit from my stepson. As soon as you know when you'll be coming home, please just let me know, okay? As soon as I can figure out when I'll be returning home, I can let you know. Is everything okay? Yes, I just wanted to know when I would have company. This house is just so big and feels empty. I'm very sorry to hear that, but unfortunately, my schoolwork is too demanding for me to come home that often. Are you sure that everything is okay? Yes, I'm sure. It's just that I've been lonely, and this big house is so quiet. Maybe I should get a pet to help fill the space. I'm sorry to hear that, but please don't. I have severe allergies to many animals, and I really don't want animals in my house. But, Holgar, how can you say that? It's our house, and a cute puppy would really help me to fill the void left by your father. Grace, I can appreciate that you are lonely, but by no means are you allowed to bring pets into my house. We've been over this. My father left you quite an inheritance, but he left his house to me. Please respect my wishes. How can you say that? It's our home, Holgar. No, Grace. My father left the house to me, and it doesn't matter if you close the door to my room. The dog will be shedding fur throughout the whole house, and that's a big problem. It's too late for that. We can't return the dog now. There's no way we would be able to get a refund for the puppy. How do you think your father would feel if he knew you were treating me like this? I genuinely think that he would understand where I was coming from, and since he left the house to me, and out of the kindness of my own heart, I let you stay here rent-free, I think he would be on my side. Who's Greg? He's just a friend of mine. Okay, so then, who does all this stuff in the house belong to? There are men's shoes in the foyer, as well as men's clothes all over the laundry room. And don't tell me that they belonged to my father. My father's shoe size was 12, and these are size 9s. Well, sometimes Greg stays over to keep me company. He's a friend, and he helps me around the house. Like I said, I've been lonely, and I didn't want to tell you this way, but yes, Greg is more than a friend. I've been seeing him for a bit. My father only passed away 6 months ago. Again, I can sympathize that you are lonely, but this is too much for me to deal with right now. I'm only staying the night, but I want the dog gone by the next time I come home. Again, I can't believe you would act this way. Your father would be angry with the way that you treat me. You always act like I'm some evil stepmother and treat me like a stranger. Your father would hate to see you treat me like this. You can't be serious. Like I've said before, my father left you a great deal of money to make sure that you were happy and comfortable. He had no time made it clear that I was to continue to share my home with you. But out of the goodness of my own heart, and because I'm rarely home, I figured that letting you continue to live here would be okay. I am not the boss of you, and while I can't and won't tell you about dating, I do feel uncomfortable having your boyfriend live in my house with you, especially since it hasn't been that long since my father passed away. Well, I'm sorry, but I need to move on. Your father would have wanted me to be happy and to keep living. I know he's up in heaven and looking down on you in shame for treating me this way. I just went into my room, and there are things missing. Do you know anything about where my PS4 is, one of my board games that I had in my closet? Holger, you're an adult now, so I assumed that you didn't need them anymore. I gave them to Greg's nephew. It's not like you use them anymore. Grace, among those games were the ones I played with my father. They were more than just toys to me. Hello, Holger. I was wondering when you would be coming home next. I'm not sure at the moment. I have quite a few assignments due right now that I need to focus on. Although my course should wrap up in a few weeks. Why? Is everything okay? Better than okay. Greg and I are engaged and planned on leaving to go get married in his hometown. We wanted to share the wonderful news with you and let you know that we will be spending the next 2 months there. That is indeed wonderful news. Of course, we would like for you to know that you will always be welcome in our home. Thanks. I'll let you know when I find something. It's a shame that you were so busy, or I would invite you to the wedding. It's going to be beautiful. That's okay. I get it. Talk to you soon. Hello, Grace. When will you be returning to town? Holger, Greg and I should be coming home in a little more than a month. Did you find a new apartment yet? If not, you can stay at our home until you do. Yes, I did. Listen, I wanted to be patient and respectful, but you've consistently made it impossible to do so. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time for these games, Holger. This is not a game, Grace. You've overstayed your welcome. I have taken steps to remove all of your things and place them safely in storage so that when you return, you can easily gather them up and move them to your new place. What new place? Greg and I have a home. You have no right to put our stuff in storage. Yes, I actually do. As I've said before, my father left me the house. I've spoken to an attorney, and I've moved your belongings out and then placed the house on the market to try and find someone to rent it out to. As of last week, I found a great family who wished to rent it. The locks have been changed, and I've even prepaid the storage place so that all of your belongings are safe and will be secure for a month after you are due to return. How dare you? Your father would be furious if he knew what you were doing to me. Maybe I honestly don't care. You scammed him and conned your way into his life and wallet. This con ends here. There's nothing I can do about you pilfering his money, but I'll be damned if I let you continue to call on me and try to steal my own property from me. How dare you? I'll sue you. That house is mine, and you can't kick me out. Yes, I can, and you can sue me if you like, but I've spoken to my lawyer extensively about this, and I've done everything by the book. My father asked me before he passed if I needed anything to help set me up in life, and I told him that I didn't need anything. He still wanted to help me out, and he graciously left me the family house, not you. I've tried to be patient with you, but between you treating my home like it was only yours, and the fact that you've tarnished my father's memory by marrying someone so quickly, well, that was the last straw. I told you not to bring a dog into my home, and you did. And then you had the audacity to give my things away without so much as asking if that was okay with me, which it definitely was not. I can't believe you'll be so petty about some silly games. You're an adult. You don't play with them anymore. Grace, among those games were the ones I played with my father. They were more than just toys to me. Again, my father left you with enough money so that you would be able to find another place without any problems. The locks have been changed, and you should not show up at the house. Please know that none of your belongings are left behind. The new tenants have been notified, and if you do show up, the police will be notified as you will be trespassing. This is insane. How can you be so heartless? My father was barely cold in the ground for 7 months, and you were already married to another man. Sorry, but I failed to see how I'm the heartless one here. Goodbye, Grace. I wish you the life that you deserve when the money my father gave you runs out. Please feel free not to come looking for me.